Hey there, just here answering a question that was found in my comments yesterday. It was too long to answer it by typing, so I thought I'd make a video for her and for all of you. So yesterday I was talking about the two agendas in the world. We have the agenda of darkness and we have the agenda of light. Feels very like Star Wars or like those sci-fi movies, basically, but that's, it's kind of the idea. And I think, we're in this world where we understand that. And not to freak anybody out, it's not like I love to talk about this topic because I don't want to scare anybody, or I really like to I used to think that like I only work in the light, and I really tried to put like anything that was dark and malicious off to the side. But the truth is we're seeing it so much in our world right now, and I do have an understanding by the time the year ends, like we just have to develop more of a sensitivity to like the dark and the light, which can be used in many different ways. It's like saying that your bullshit meter has to get better. Your intuition for who is trying to manipulate you has to get better. You're knowing that knowing that not everything is what it seems has to get better, right? We're really being pushed to that place, and we're really being pushed to a place that we have to develop our own minds. We can't just because some sort of trend looks good, or some sort of stance looks good, or some leader looks good, doesn't mean that we follow them blindly, right? We have to start, questioning. We have to take the approach that we are a leader in our own lives. And that is how we start to develop the difference between like the light and the dark. You also have to understand that like if you hold the light, which I know all of you do, there is an agenda out to make sure that you are not in your light, that it wants, so like doubt is going to seep in, and certain, we're going to be, we're going to want certain things that will take over our ability to decide. So as silly as it sounds, but like, sugar, eating, bad things takes over our mind, and it doesn't allow us to make such clear choices, right? And that is part of like the darkness agenda. So we have to make sure that we are starting to see the difference, and also really being able to not just take things for granted that like, oh, I swear by this, news channel, or I love this person, like whatever they say, whatever I say is always correct. That's not true. You have to really sit in knowing what is true for you, what is within your light, and knowing that, really questioning those doubts, and not even calling yourself like that you have low confidence or low self-esteem anymore. Really understanding like, oh my gosh, there's like this agenda, there's an energy that like wants me to feel that way, and I am going to start doing a FU to that thing because I have to stand more in that light. And the more and more we're like at a war between those two things right now. So I don't usually talk about this. I know it could be like a little out there, but I just feel it's very important. And you guys are receiving it, so I think you're ready for it, and that's why I wanted to share that with you. So really it's so much bigger than you not believing in yourself, or it's so much bigger than that right now, you guys. It's really about like, oh my gosh, like maybe this is not my fault, maybe I'm not like this, maybe I'm absorbing a lot of these things, and there's like something that actually doesn't want the good and the light in the world to fulfill its agenda. Okay, so free mind is the solution, making sure that you're thinking for yourself, that you are, that nothing is limiting your ability to think clearly, that you're doing the things to be able to center yourself so that you can know what is true and what is not true. So that's what I was talking about yesterday. Let me know if you have any additional questions.